Yo, welcome to Ohio Gaiden.
Heyo, OG in the house,
It's your boy Zetta,
and CDK.
Chocolate, Dimmer, Kira.
What was that, Zetta?
Chocolate, Demon, Kira.
That's right, your boy Chocolate Demon Kira in the house.
Man, and we're here with the beta for Dragonball FighterZ, man.
That's right. The beta, the closed beta, everyone. Somehow, the stars have shined on us and said, please, try this game.
And so we did. I mean, we only got started playing probably about like late night the first day, so we missed 2 of the betas already, but I mean, this is the footage that we have from the other 2 days. And I mean, from what I experienced, it was probably one of the best fighting games I've ever played, especially for Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, I'm still very new to this whole fighting community. Been a very long year. A lot of blood, tears, concerns of quitting. But you know, we're here now. And yeah, I would honestly have to agree. Out of everything that I have played, this is probably one of the best things.
Too bad it doesn't come out till next year, right?
February cannot get here soon enough.
Oh my gosh, you're right. So, I mean, we're here with the gameplay. I mean, so what are some things that you noticed right off the bat, like from gameplay's perspective?
Well, it's very responsive to anything that you're putting in.
Right.
Honestly, like it is almost a one-to-one even on system, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, when you have the environment of like Street Fighter and Tekken, like 8-frame delay.
Exactly.
Like, that's crazy. I mean, but we're not a stranger to Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue, you know? So we sort of know this game a little bit.
Little bit. A lot of similar controls, techniques.
Yeah, so I mean, the only other thing that I'm not as familiar with is the fact that it's a 3v3 tag game. Like, I don't know about you, but I haven't really had much experience with 3v3 tag games.
No. Obviously the whole Marvel game, that was great for 3, but yeah. I feel like those combination tags were even different than this.
Yeah, that is very true, because I mean, this game has a lot of aerial action, I feel like, as opposed to Marvel being you bounce them off the ground to get a good combo.
Fair, yeah, definitely.
And like, the one thing I did like about this game is that you didn't get off the ground combos all the time, or at least yet. I mean, because the meta's still developing, the game hasn't actually been released to the public yet.
True.
So eventually we'll see some lab monsters probably. And actually, you know, it's funny. Ironically, we're recording this on the night of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite coming out, so we'll definitely have some content for that as well. It'll be a fun night.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely interested to play it myself.
Yeah.
It's been interesting to see some of the stuff that's been put out.
Yeah.
I really like the stones concept. I do.
Yeah, but how do you like it compared to, like, I mean, I hate to compare it to Fighters, but how do you like it compared to Fighters? Like, just looking.
Visually, Fighters definitely has been.
Just because of the visuals, like the actual visuals?
Yeah, like I feel like I'm sitting here watching like the anime, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I can say that.
Outside of, you know, Krillin fighting himself.
No, see? No, we need Krillin fighting himself, honestly. Like, look at this. Like, see this crazy action? Like, this could only happen on a Krillin Ditto right here. This could only happen in a Krillin Ditto. Although, and actually it's funny because when they like revealed the surveys and stuff, like, it was weird because they kind of grouped Krillin and Piccolo into the same like one dot. So I was like, yeah, really? But I liked Krillin, guys. I did like Krillin, yes. I'm like, because Krillin was probably my favorite character to play on the bed, just because I feel like a lot of what he does has not been discovered by me yet, at least. Fair. So like, I don't know all his options. Like, if you watch any of his gameplay, you'll see like I sort of know what I'm doing just from a fighting game perspective, but you know, in the actual term of games, I don't know what he does yet.
Although I did see, I don't know if this was you or your opponent earlier, they were throwing out those shadow clones, basically.
Oh yeah.
How do you have you figured out how to incorporate that a little more, or?
Actually, yeah, I sort of started to a little bit. I mean, towards the end of this beta.
Fair,
that's
fair.
the thing. I mean, because I didn't realize that you could switch between which one you were going to be, and also
I would have told you that. I wish you would have asked.
Yeah, it says the Hibiki player. Yeah. No, I mean, but between that and like, it was just I was looking for the Kamehameha button actually, and this is one thing that does set this apart from what Marvel 3 did. Like on Marvel 3, like the X button or the special button, if you would, was like the launcher. On this game, it's the key button. So like if you have any key-based attack, it's quarter circle forward and the special button, or quarter circle backward and the special button. And I mean, what did the special button do by itself?
I think it was a kick.
Was it a kick?
I think so.
Huh. I thought. Oh, I don't know. But I just know it was a good button when you want to use them key attack. And there's a lot of those in this game. Like I feel like half of the match was probably spent feeling out the neutral with key blasts.
Definitely.
Like I saw, like actually you might see it in this match, because I believe this guy's Goku, all he did was use key blasts, except for like at the beginning of the time I didn't know what to do against it, I guess. So I mean, you'll see in this match that I'll probably like start adapting to defensive options, but offensive, first of all, offense is weird on this game just because I did not know there was a universal overhead and sweep. Like that is like, and that's all mapped to medium. Like so, medium down is like the sweep, and then medium forward is the overhead. And I was like, wait, what? And like you see, like look, this is the meta, right? Like see, look, like we're filling each other out, but it's not like Injustice, because anytime one of us could dash in like that and then get a big combo follow up.
No, only Injustice had that option to just dash forward a little bit quicker.
See, I believe that. I was like, I wish that was one of the things they had, but at the same time, one of the things I wish that they did was just make it so that like you had to replenish projectiles in that game specifically, because I feel like the hand-to-hand combat, once you get in there, it's really fun.
It is. Like, it works out really well, especially,
I got body, oh my.
I mean, I was just gonna let you, get through this fight, not say much about it, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
you kinda did.
I got body. See, and the thing is, actually, just to include it, I mean, I'll include, like, a few fights towards the end of both me and Chaco doing our thing, like when we started actually understanding the mechanics, because actually he had this one guy with the sick Gohan combo. I mean, sure, it's like a very like beginner probably combo for this game, but right now, I mean, that's all we have, because we've only had like cumulative of probably a little bit under 4 hours of playing the beta.
Yeah.
Oh man, like Majin Buu is a very close second as one of my favorite characters. I feel like he'll be getting a lot of play just because he has a really good confirm into his super. See, look at that. Watch this. Confirm straight into super.
Boom.
And like they embodied it so well. Like this is what Majin Buu really was in the series. Like this shows how much of a threat he actually was in the series. Even though he was always smiling and like being upset about Babidi. Remember that?
He was always just happy and bubbly.
Look at this. Now watch. Last time. See, watch on this. Never mind. But what happens is typically if you actually hit someone with that, then it becomes a actual, like you become a cookie. Like because he did that in the show a lot. He turned people into candy and stuff, and he would eat them. But on here, you can eat your opponent if they're out of health, and then it gives you health as well.
Oh, I didn't realize it gave you health.
It gave you health as well.
Oh, yeah. I just saw them disappearing. Like, oh,
yeah,
there goes your teammate.
You get health off of it.
Huh.
Like I'm like, yes, like that's a reward. Like I'm pretty sure him and Krillin are like my solid 2 for now.
Oh yeah.
I started like towards the end, like you'll see right now, like I was using like Frieza and stuff. I mean, I was trying him out. I didn't particularly like him. Actually, no, I was using Cell already.
You were already using Cell during this.
Okay, so like there was a period in time I was using a little bit of Frieza, and I was like, I didn't like Frieza at all. So I switched to Cell, but Cell started to grow on me towards the end as well.
But I mean, you even said that Cell was probably going to be one for you anyways from the jump, because he looked kind of fun. You were like, ooh.
Yeah, like the way he cracks her back, like I call that the chiropractor. He's like,
he just wants a bear hug, man. That's all it is.
So who did you favor in this game, Chaco?
Oh, definitely 18. 18 is Bay. But honestly, close second, I would have to say is Piccolo. I'm a little surprised. I knew I was going to kind of enjoy him, but when I actually started playing him and realized what I can do with a lot of his technicalities, I knew that this was the character that I needed to be playing. And he complements 18 very well.
That's
very
it.
well.
That's it. Like, see, it was sweet because, like, once I saw you playing Piccolo, I was like, wait, he's playing Piccolo, like, for real, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought, because most people in this beta, if you didn't realize, we're using the blonde-haired army, aka the Saiyans.
Oh, yeah. Almost everybody used the Saiyans.
Like, I was like, man, all these Saiyan-based teams, we have to mix it up a little bit. And even this dude actually mixed it up a bit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cupcake, bro. But,
oh, this was when I finally switched over to Gohan for the first time, I think, too.
oh, see. But how'd you like Gohan? I mean, I know you weren't, like, really gunning to use him at all, but you're like, I need to fill that third slot somehow.
He's a good, honestly, I would say he's a good, like, beginner character in general.
Mm-hmm.
He's very quick to pick up, even though they did have some pretty easy combo setups going on with this. I feel like once the actual game comes out and people start labbing with him, that he'll be a good all-around fighter.
Yeah.
I feel like people can pick him up and just throw him on there, but he's definitely not what I'm gunning for. Honestly, they just had an announcement, and I think I know exactly who my main 3 is gonna be.
And who would those be?
18, Piccolo, and honestly, not a shock to you, Zetta, but all you wonderful people out there, I'm super excited about Tien coming to this game.
But what moves will you have besides Tri-Beam?
I don't know. I don't know, because
Dodon Ray and Tri-Beam are the only two I remember him ever doing. But
that is true.
And actually, it said something about Volleyball Fist.
That is, ooh. What if he actually has his forearm mode, dude?
Oh, the new thing?
Yeah.
That was the newer thing, right?
Yeah. What if that's his, like, level 3 or something?
See, that would be cool, but I'm like, I don't know what I would do with 4 arms. Like,
I mean, as Machoke, is it that had 4, or was it Machamp?
I don't know. I'm not huge on the Pokemons, but whatever he said is right, guys. That's all we have to say on that one. I was like, I'm not the hugest Pokemon guy. You'll find that out very quickly. So if there's ever a Pokemon reference made, just know I will not be the one getting it.
I got you guys on the Pokemon references. Don't worry.
See, all I know is the Pokemon that are like all the troll Pokemon are my favorite ones. Like I love Snorlax, Toxicroak and all that stuff.
Yo, Snorlax is probably one of the best though.
Yeah.
Like he was the
You sleep
OG
on.
of lazy.
But Snorlax versus Boo, because they're both not looking at nobody. Who would win? No, who would take the hardest nap? Actually, my question to you.
You know, I would probably have to go with Boo.
That's funny.
Because he legitimately will just pass out.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, with Snorlax, it's predictable when he's going to pass out.
Yeah.
But no, Boo, it's just boom.
Just snoring. Gone. Oh, dang. Uh-oh.
Gang.
Oh. See, they tried to bring back the future, bro. He said, come get in this grab real quick. Come get in this. I was like, I love that move just because it shows like how much of a threat they were when they first like were shown.
They
I mean,
really
because sure
were.
now we have like blue and stuff, but at that time period, like the androids were the top of the food chain.
They really were.
They were like they were beating everyone. Like remember Yamcha got the hole in the chest, Vegeta got the broken arm. No one came out of that unscathed. That's all I have to say. No one came out of that unscathed.
God, 18 and 17 were just ruthless, dude.
So and it was funny because they picked up 16 and 16 didn't want to fight nobody. Like
He sure didn't.
But on this game, oh my gosh, he's a brawler at heart. Like this might be the guy.
I'm a little upset David couldn't figure him out because I wanted to see some legitimate gameplay coming from us with him.
Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, David's his roommate. Well, it's our roommate, really, but you know.
So, Zetta here is an honorary roommate at the house. Me and him have been really good friends now for about a year. He's actually the one who got me into fighting games, so this is all coming to fruition from his will. Like, Darren, I promise you, just try this one time. I'll break it down for you. You'll love it.
And I bet you do, don't you?
Oh my god, I love it.
Fighting games are like the GOAT, honestly.
They really are. They're great for all facets of life. You come home mad from work, play a fighting game. You had a great day at work, come home, play a fighting game.
Exactly.
You kicking it with the boys, throw in a fighting game.
And see, and actually, like, that's another reason why I think I'll like this one too, because this would just be one we pop in no matter what is happening.
Yeah.
Like, the world could be ending, we'll just pop this in. Like, it's cool. And the thing is, apparently, like, I mean, it's noticeable in the game as well, but the controls are made easier for, like, newcomers to come into the game, which is something I appreciate, honestly. I feel like that's vital in growing a scene, because eventually they're going to probably want to learn the actual buttons, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you don't, you'll still have a ton of fun, like, so no one will have less fun than I did when I played the game, you know?
Like, even losing, it's still a blast with this game.
Yeah, and that's part of it as a whole. Like, you have to be able to have fun while you're losing. That's a big thing in fighting games. If you can't do that,
you probably shouldn't play fighting games.
Not at all. Oh, and I found out about that. Like, so what you guys just saw happen on the footage. He did the Big Bang, right, and it missed. However, if you do a DHC, which is a dual, well, a delayed hyper cancel, you can do the other one, and then it'll turn around to where the opponent is actually. Did you know that?
I didn't, but I know where your head was initially with the duel.
Yeah. It's delayed. I know. I mean, we're just recording this late at night. I'm trying to get ready for my Marvel though, because I mean, hopefully it's good. I really don't want to like be
really
the one
thought he was
to.
about to jump in. That really upset me. Oh, this is the one we were looking for the other night.
Yep. Oh man, cleaned you up. Hit him with the think. I just have to learn how to do that on command, because that was another thing. I actually didn't look at the command list in this game to try to play it. Like, I was actually learning on the spot, and so was everyone else, I believe.
I didn't even think there was like a command list on there.
See, the thing was, there was a Twitter one, but at the same time, I didn't use it. I didn't use it at all. I just saw it.
I remember those links that you had sent me that had the stick layouts.
Yeah.
I remember looking at that to figure out exactly what I needed to do with the weird button combinations that they had for things.
Yeah, the little shortcut the actual like true combinations.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, I only use the shortcuts honestly just to make sure I get a guaranteed super, so then it's like automatically in 2 buttons, and I'm actually gonna start using it to hit my sparking, because that was actually one thing about this game was kind of weird to me. I feel like I didn't get it as often, and that might just be the online environment. I'm not sure.
Maybe. But yeah, I feel like it didn't come out for me as like the way I wanted it to either.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I think it just might be training as well, because I mean, like I said, we didn't have much time with the game, and will this connect? No, we won't.
No. I know there was one later that I caught this one dude trying to attack me as I was falling.
See, and look at Vegeta, like, you see that? That was like truly Vegeta.
That is, like they still have the personality of these characters. It's
that's
great.
The thing, I'm missing that, like, in other games, namely Marvel right now. Like, I'm sorry I keep comparing this to Marvel, because I feel like at the same time you shouldn't compare 2 different games, because literally, like, I mean, this is, you know, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is not in the same realm as Marvel at all. Like, they would clean everyone up in there.
They are 2 levels of ridiculous.
But like, I mean, see, like, they just need to portray personality. I feel like that's part of the game, because a lot of people on YouTube and Reddit that I go on YouTube and Reddit a lot. You'll find that out. But I mean, if you see Darth Kanye, the savior, on Reddit, just give him a shout out. Just say, hey, Zetta Slow, what's up? You know. But oh
shoot, what am I? I think Brown Bear _Nation.
All right, so yeah, check out Brown Bear _Nation too. Well, at least see if you can find him on Reddit. You know. Because we'll be lurking on everywhere. Probably most likely on this Reddit too. Because if you guys didn't know, there's a Dragonball FighterZ Reddit as well for you guys to get to.
I actually really don't know what my Reddit name is off the top of my head.
That's funny. I mean, you don't need it.
That is true. I don't use my Reddit as much, but it is very beneficial, especially for things like this.
That is true. Where was I going with this? Okay. Anyway, on Reddit, there's a lot of people who were saying graphics don't make the game, and I'm like, I completely agree with that, because Nintendo has been doing their own thing for however long, and their games come out perfect.
I'm Choco Demigod.
Actually, he is Chocolate Demigod on?
No, Choco. Choco Demigod on Reddit.
Okay. And did you have a Twitter for the folks?
Twitter is @BrownBear_Nation.
And mine is Zetta Slow with 3 T's. The tick tick tack, you know.
Oh,
but
man.
but anyway, let me get through my thought. All right.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. Nah, but one thing that a lot of people are saying is graphics don't make the game. And I'm like, I agree, but at the same time, in a fighting game, if they do not portray their emotions through their animation, then the game is not complete. I feel like
That is true.
because I mean, you could just tell that was Vegeta. Like if I had a silhouette color on that, you'd just be like, oh, that's Vegeta. That's what he does. Like, you know, if I did that to Ryu or like some other people without like knowing who they were,
You might not be able to tell who it was.
exactly, because there's no like actual identifiable, animations with them.
Yeah, no.
And
I guess 5 they do have their like.
yeah, I mean five does a decent job now, because I feel like 5 is slowly on the upcome, which I hope is what's gonna happen with Infinite.
Same.
But I mean, like you said, you'll see a little bit more on that later. I mean, we're here for fighters right now, but the fighters,
And with the Z.
All right, now for the big question: do you think this will make it to Evo?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that?
I mean, they have Guilty Gear at Evo. Why would they not have fighters?
I mean, they apparently like in Japan they're like not having Street Fighter 5 at all. Yeah,
I feel like Street Fighter 5 is just on bad terms with so many people though.
it's kind of it's in that limbo area right now.
Yeah, like I do see what they're trying to do with the new character adds, or at least with Manat. I really enjoy her. So like I see that they are making those improvements, and even graphically it has gotten better from its vanilla days.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, it is in limbo.
Yeah. I hope this game like does a lot better than people are projecting it to, because I mean it's gonna do great, obviously. I mean, but I want it to do even better than that. I want it to become the #1 premier fighting game, honestly. So then they're encouraged to make another one of these, because I feel like we have enough Xenoverses, enough Raging Blasts, enough Tenkaichis and stuff. It's time for a real like fighting game, you know what I mean? Like something I can say I'm actually beating you in this fighting game, you know?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
and I'll be the first to admit I was very sketch about this idea just because I was so accustomed to that like Xenoverse 3D arena realm.
and that makes sense. I mean,
And I felt that this would be way too just closed off.
Yeah.
But no, this just feels very natural. Like this is how Dragon Ball should be fought, I feel.
I agree, and I feel like you could even do this with other animes. Like, I mean, it's just like time will tell. Like, if this does well, I'm sure they'll be interested in doing more, and that'll get Atlas a lot more work, and hopefully they'll have enough to
Maybe more cross battles.
Oh my gosh! Actually, we might have to make a cross battle video soon.
Okay.
Just to to talk about our thoughts on it. 'Cause, I mean, right now we're doing our thoughts on this, so I mean,
I'm 100% down. And then actually we could talk about each of those games individually.
yeah.
That's a part of that, because those have their own little lore and everything too.
I'm sure we'll end up playing them, because
Probably will.
one thing you'll know about this channel is we actually do have a Fight Night Friday, but guess what? It's on a Saturday, so it'll be called Fight Night Friday on a Saturday. So you guys will see it
So
on.
think on that.
You guys will definitely see it on Saturday, and it'll be a great view. Sometimes we'll have the roommates. Sometimes it'll be just us, or it might just be one of the roommates, or even another guest from like one of our friends in real life. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, be on the lookout for that. We play literally everything. If you have suggestions, please do drop them in the comments at some point.
Please, we're down for anything.
Yes, we are gamers. But I mean, did you have any what's up?
Oh my god!
Yeah, you see, like crazy stuff like that can happen. Like, when have you seen that happen to someone? You know? Wow. Oh my.
Disrespect, dude.
And see, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, fighting on this game is probably some of the best it's ever been in a Dragon Ball Z game ever. So, I mean, this is definitely one to keep watching out for, folks. As well, I mean, so towards the end, I think I'm just gonna include like a few random clips. 'Cause, I mean, I think we're just gonna keep talking for like 5 more minutes maybe. But then after that, I mean, be ready for the Marvel video. Ooh. But see, okay. My only concern with this game right here. Okay. So they're trying to reach both markets, both anime and like casual fighting people.
Mm-hmm.
And this has just been bothering me. So what if, I hope they don't lean more towards casual as opposed to the competitive community, because that was something I did see on the survey they saying. They was asking if you were a casual or a competitive player.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I hope they have enough things for both of us to coexist, but I also
agree.
don't want them to lean too hard one way. Cause I know that like one thing about this game is like the auto combos are kind of annoying to get hit with, but I mean, if you're a good enough player, you won't lose to that stuff. So
Exactly.
I just wanted to be the game that I would like to see.
I definitely agree. I would like to see a very strong competitive presence, but I still want to be able to take this like to a friend that doesn't even play a fight game, but is the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan, and he could sit and play this and still have a good time.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, that is the dream, honestly.
That is.
Like, cause I actually have like a few friends that don't really play fighting games, but I think they'll be interested in this.
Same, actually.
Like, it's just one of those things. I was like, I want to share fighting games with you guys, like, cause I shared fighting games with Chaco Denikira right here, but we're just gonna start calling him CDK for short. But anyway, with that, I was playing with CDK, and I was like, yeah, you gotta get into like Skullgirls, and then I got into that, and then I got into some other stuff. I think it's Street Fighter 5.
No, actually, Street Fighter 5 was a little further down. So we started with Skullgirls, and then I remember you telling me about Guilty Gear, but I was a little iffy on it at first because it was very different from Skullgirls.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Skullgirls is my only other experience with team stuff.
That is true. I didn't think about because the thing is, Skullgirls actually will end up playing that at some point too. So
that'll definitely happen.
I was like, so yeah, just be ready for that video. It'll be tons of fun. I have a mean freaking Beowulf.
I mean, my Valentine ain't too bad.
That's the thing. You play ninja characters. Ninja.
I do play ninja characters. That's kind of my forte. But Elisa is not a ninja character, and I have a really good Elisa too.
That is true. That is very true.
I actually have recently tried to pick up, what's her name? Cerebellum?
Yeah.
Or Cerebella.
Yeah. Yeah, see, no, she's fun. I play Robo Fortune. It's so fun.
She's so weird.
But that's something I kind of want to see in this game. I hope it doesn't stay 3v3 only, actually. Like, I hope there's a mode where there's, like, a handicap for the person who chooses less people. So
I hope so. That'd be cool.
Because, I mean, like, a lot of Dragon Ball Z fights were, like, multiple people versus Cell, or, multiple people versus,
Yeah.
instead of it being 3v3 all the time. So I hope they can incorporate that somewhere. I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem with that, but time will tell, right?
I mean, you'd think if they can make it 3v3 local, like, co-op, each person controlling one person on the team, that you would be able to do something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's just one of those things that is bound to do, because it just makes too much sense.
Yeah, it really does. Like, if it's not like on base release, that might be an update somewhere down the line.
Yeah. Now, I'm wondering if the final boss will be a singular person or a team. Trunks' heat dome move, that was like probably the coolest move, and I don't think you'll see it him. Keith's connected. Keith is another roommate as well. But
he has a lot of different names that he will be called, and he will, at least by me, very rarely actually be called Keith.
That is also true. But like, I feel like his Trunks was really cool. It's just the fact was, I feel like Trunks does not do a lot of damage in this game. Actually,
he really didn't.
He didn't seem to do a lot of damage, and I mean,
that was really quick.
That is true, and I feel like the person who did like a lot of damage was actually Vegeta. Vegeta seems like he racked up damage really quick to knock you down.
He did, actually. And honestly, surprisingly, Piccolo did a good amount of damage too.
That is also true. I wish that they would actually like show, you know, like not damage percentages, but like I wish they would actually show some type of number up there, like right now at least in the beta mode, just so you can understand like how damage actually works in this game.
I think they had an option in the menu.
Oh, did they?
I think they did.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'm sorry we didn't get to mess with it. Dang, that's unfortunate. But I mean, hopefully
we were kind of rushed with this though. We were just trying to make sure we could play it.
Exactly. And I mean, I'm sure next beta rolls around, we'll definitely be ready. I think the next one's an open beta, so
I believe so.
Be ready to see more stuff on that. And
we might even stream during that, so might be able to get some fights out with you guys.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely stay tuned. I mean, this is not our last video. This is literally the beginning. So, and as I was saying,
literally
to CDK over here, we're gonna start with Dragon Ball Z. So if this channel ever were to like go down for some reason or whatever, we're definitely gonna end on Dragon Ball Z. Just so you know, it could be Budokai, it could be whatever. You know, we'll play some Dragon Ball Z for you guys.
No worries.
All right. So I'm saying this is OG Ohayo Game, and we out.
Later.